Hey,
real
what else you
quick.
want to talk about? We got
No, real quick,
what's up?
Tab. Actually, I just wanted to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here for a minute. I don't know.
What else need to discuss? We got no genuine fast truly. I simply needed to say I saw Von Davis was in here briefly. I couldn't say whether he's still in here. I realize he has his tank here. Definitely tank. I couldn't say whether I couldn't say whether he's still on Floyd Mayweather has discharged back at Von Davis. In the most fierce manner after Davis guaranteed him a knockout, it turns out Mayweather has a most horrendously awful discipline for his protege as their battles get more savage and extreme. How about we make a plunge advise Floyd to get online? Let them know show where he at them individuals over. And do purchase that cash, tell them get online at this moment. And he owe individuals in Saudi Bedouin cash to the entirety of his trick. Right presently been a miserable curve to a relationship. Began as a coach and protege relationship as Floyd Mayweather and Javin Tank Davis have seen their relationship experience one more perilous disturbance. While it has different suppositions in the realm of boxing, it stays an exceptionally miserable scene that a relationship that began so flawlessly is currently a precise inverse of what it used to be. However, how could it be such countless penances, you all taking a gander? At the end, you all taking a gander at the outcome, you all not taking a gander at this, where you all go glance at the meeting. And Zap going to tell you all you know with me, being champion with me, previously having it begun during one of Floyd Mayweather's visits with Canelo Alvarez, when Mayweather experienced the small child who moved toward him for a signature Mayweather generous, marked the youngster's telephone, and postured for an image as the small child ended up being Gent Davis. Mayweather saw something uniquely amazing in him when Davis visited his exercise center 2 or multiple times. And by then Davis was undefeated as an expert fighter. Dazzled by Davis' ability, Mayweather chose to encourage him in 2015. Davis formally joined Mayweather Advancements, the limited-time organization established by Mayweather himself. Mayweather and Davis worked intently along with Mayweather, planning to shape Davis into a hotshot. Their relationship was an extremely amazing one, and they shared a coach Protega security. Unfortunately, things have become exceptionally harsh between the two stars, and the latest circumstance is that Floyd Mayweather has answered Javin Davis' tweet via virtual entertainment, where he sent previous guide a knockout admonition following a few questionable happenings between the two of them. Applause, let him know. Applause, again let go on Thursday, the 25th of April, 5 days after the popular battle between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Mayweather went on a tirade focusing on an anonymous gathering of fighters. He called them out for not viewing the art in a serious way, and on second thought zeroing in on their appearance in the ring. Nice guy Bo Floyd then involved his vocation as a mark of correlation. The competitor contended that they're just taking a gander at the completed result of his identity as motivation, not the work he put in that frame of mind. There are a ton of times what these warriors are seeing. They're taking a gander at Floyd. With the vehicles, they're taking a gander at Floyd being garish. Mayweather communicated, man, listen, I made such countless penances. All of you are taking a gander at the outcome. And when I was champion having many millions in the bank, I actually was on my ground gr in that exercise center. You all are stressed over your outfits, how your boots look, stressed over some unacceptable things. A ton of you warriors are residing. Check to really take a look at need to discuss. We got no genuine fast truly. I simply needed to say I saw Gervonta Davis was in here briefly. I couldn't say whether he's still in here. I realize he has his team no doubt tank. I don't know he Davis anyway accepted his words as subliminals focused on him, and answered. Javin went to Instagram to tear into his previous tutor. He stated that Mayweather ought not be stressed over him and ought to be centered around getting away from a supposed prisoner circumstance in Dubai. He reposted Floyd's tirade and started his concise assault. Fellow says this babble, yet he's in Dubai and can't leave since he's been taking folks' cash. And not doing what they paid him to do, the person is a Dagnav skeptic Davis, composed accordingly. Floyd then shot back on Friday, April 26, the exceptionally following day, after his underlying the acclaimed fighter posted a few recordings charging that the fighter had a little sugar in his tank. The recordings found Gervonta moving on TikTok and Instagram to Lil Uzi Verts. I simply need to shake and Drake say thanks to me now. I simply need to row the circumstance anyway heightened on Friday night, when Davis gave a danger to truly defy his previous tutor, demonstrating a craving to take Mayweather out upon their next experience things. Truly got ugly after Davis taken steps to take out his previous tutor. Now I go around and take Floyd out when I see him. And I'll think often about returning to prison. Davis composed on X concerning the 90-day prison sentence he got in the wake of disregarding the conditions of his home confinement for a quick in-and-out crash in November 2020. He's such a numbskull he doesn't permit his security convey firearms. This conflict originates from Davis' dissatisfactions, eminently referring to an earlier prison sentence he looked due to a stowaway and run episode in 2020. Gervonta Davis, the American lightweight star who will confront straight to the point Martin on the 22nd of June, is getting back in the saddle. After over a year out of the ring, Davis won a breakout battle last April when he took out Ryan Garcia in their Las Vegas blockbuster anyway. He then went through 44 days in jail subsequent to disregarding the details of a sentence that at first saw him set to try not to be shipped off prison toward the beginning of May. Davis was condemned over his November 2020 quick in-and-out fender bender, which harmed 4 individuals since he acknowledged a supplication bargain and conceded to 4 traffic offenses. Fortunately, he kept away from a custodial sentence tank, was rather requested to satisfy 90 days of home detainment, yet was shipped off jail not so much as after a month. He was decided to have abused the particulars of his home detainment and was requested to serve the remainder of his 90-day sentence in prison. Thus it was uncovered that he disregarded the terms by attempting to serve the home detainment request at the Four Seasons lodging at a $3.4 million penthouse, as opposed to mentor Calvin Portage's one-room home, as the adjudicator had settled after being delivered. Davis stood up via online entertainment a few times to communicate his displeasure and disappointment about the limitations set upon him, keeping him from getting back to preparing on occasion. In February, however, the American took to virtual entertainment to show that his lower leg screen had been eliminated. Consequently, he is currently allowed to continue on with his next battle and has concurred an arrangement to confront Martin anyway. A hindrance remains among him and his next battle, which is a severe beating of Floyd Mayweather. Gervonta Davis has uncovered his preparation to get back to jail, assuming he can get a knockout on Floyd Mayweather, be it inside the ring or out external. Effectively, the title holder will put his match against Plain Martin, an obligatory rival, on the line to stand up to and give Floyd Mayweather the sort of beating he never got during his vocation tank here. Definitely tanked. I couldn't say whether he's still on. He could have skipped. I don't realize he could have skipped. He could have bobbed. He was exclusively on briefly. Ought to John Davis truly do this activity and get a jail sentence as he is guaranteed, he could see himself lose his reality title. Anyway, Floyd Mayweather isn't taking his foot in reverse either, as he has now answered Von Davis' knockout admonition in a more merciless way. Nice kid, as he's affectionately called, isn't one to participate in an unremarkable quarrel like numerous different contenders. Thus he showed up momentarily on a live Instagram meeting to get down on Gervonta Davis and provided him with the expressions of his life. He said, "Tank need to take me out. You're no counterpart for me, Tank. You're similar to my child. And you ought to keep shut when I talk. You're such an opportunist. And you know nothing. I don't fault you. I'm no nitwit to battle you."